reasons why INFJs should stay away from Tinder. Today, we'll be looking at the 8 INFJ superpowers that we bet you did not know. If you've been trying to learn more about the INFJ personality type and want to know some of their lesser-known personality traits or superpowers, then this one is for you. An INFJ is a very rare MYERS Briggs personality type and cannot be found easily. It's only one out of 16 types. The INFJ is an introverted individual who is often prone to behave in delicate manners. Their actions and characteristics all correspond to the letter of the MYERS Briggs type INFJ. In other words, they are intuitive, feeling, and judging. Consequently, the average INFJ individual is almost after romance, sometimes looking for love in dating apps. Yet the INFJ group often displays some sensitive traits that can affect their dating lives and their presence on these dating apps. In turn, getting on dating apps like Tinder could affect the INFJ individual to a great extent, which is why throughout this video we'll be sharing the 10 reasons why INFJ type individuals should try and stay away from Tinder. But before we get started, please remember to take a quick second and support our content by liking, subscribing, and turning the notification bell on. This helps us create more videos like this for your entertainment. If you're all set, then let's get started. Number 1. Tinder is not the right app for meaningful connections. Tinder is best known for two kinds of relationships. 1. The intercourse-based relationship where people just want to add you on Snapchat and send you lustful texts. And 2. What the millennials call a situationship, where the two people can't seem to define the relationship. The first type of relationship often occurs when one or both of the users has their notifications turned off for the app because they don't find it to be a good platform and they prefer Snapchat. This is often followed by the "You are different though. I've never met anyone like you" talk. INFJ type individuals can fall for these types of acts very easily. However, these things are facades used to lure sensitive people in, and they never end well. Why? Well, it's because if an individual thinks you are special, they will prefer to wait. Moreover, they will not use the "you are not like other people" card so early on in talking to you. The second type of relationship, deemed situationship, is even worse on the INFJ's mentality and understanding of a relationship. A situationship is a relationship where your alleged partner denies that you are in fact in the relationship. Or worse, they will make you feel like an idiotic fool for even wanting to define the relationship. However, when it comes to a no-strings-attached approach or a friends-with-benefits kind of deal, this so-called partner will be all in. They might even love bomb you and then pull away to make you want more. This is a red flag. Hence, one of the many reasons why individuals with the INFJ personality traits should steer clear of Tinder. Number 2. Tinder can be really hard on your mental health. Mental health is something that most people, especially the introverted, sensitive INFJ type people, struggle with. It also happens to be something that they pay extreme attention to. However, Tinder is public enemy number 1 where mental health is concerned. It's full of photoshopped photos of people who look much different in real life. Moreover, it is a minefield for toxic individuals to find and manipulate people who are emotionally vulnerable. And if we're being honest, the INFJ type girl or a guy is more likely to be emotionally vulnerable than any other MYERS Briggs personality type individual. Tinder is the main cause of depression in both teenagers and adults who seem to have an unhealthy addiction to finding the right person on the app. Because the more they swipe on people and find that their expectations are unmet by these low standards, they may force themselves to believe they will be all alone. Therefore, Tinder is a great danger to the mental health of any and every INFJ person out there. Number 3. Tinder can mess with an INFJ's body image. We mentioned how Tinder is full of photoshopped images of both girls and guys alike. Well, People who turn to Facetune as a means of feeling better about their body image is nothing new in the world of social media. In fact, people who alter their appearances via these apps are a dime a dozen. But hardly anybody cares about the consequences of altering someone's body image for online purposes, like getting more likes on Instagram or a few more swipes on Tinder. Once the individual starts to use beauty filters and other means of altering their real-life looks, they will start to develop a kind of self-hatred that can be explained as body dysmorphia, which means that they will hyper-focus on how a certain part or area of their body looks, and they will be incredibly cruel to themselves about why they cannot be like those other girls they see on social media. This results in a negative body image that makes the preemptively uncomfortable INFJ introvert all the more introverted and insecure. See why Tinder is an absolute tar pit trap for your well-being? If you answered no, let's move on to the next reason why INFJs should not be on Tinder. Number 4. Tinder can often land you with scammers. Some people get on Tinder to add some action to their sex lives. Some people are on the app merely because they were forced to put themselves out there. A couple individuals, few and far between, may be looking for a relationship, while others are just looking for validation. But there is a common thread to all of these groups. This common thread is the unassuming scammer that we know is lurking somewhere in your DMs. Trust us. While it does not seem likely for scammers to waste their time on dating apps instead of going after deep-pocketed people, it's often easier for con artists to approach people in a rather emotional manner. Number 5. Tinder is full of imposters and catfishing people. Scammers and con artists are not the only people that are likely to come across you on Tinder. There are a bunch of imposters and catfishing people on Tinder as well. These usually come in two categories. The first category is made up of people who like to alter their appearances with a good amount of tweaks in their Photoshop app. The second one, on the other hand, is made up of people who do not even bother to alter their looks. They just use a different person's photo altogether. This is called catfishing, and it is an illegal practice. Catfish accounts are often operated by chatbots, but sometimes they can belong to other adults looking to take advantage of younger INFJ individuals. When the catfish aspect of Tinder is put into perspective, it becomes all more clear that people who like protecting their hearts and emotions, like the average INFJ individual, are better suited for other dating platforms than Tinder. Number 6. Tinder can mess with the INFJ individual's sense of security. Scammers, con artists, catfishing people, or the average girl who likes to alter their profile picture. What do all these people have in common? Well, the answer is clear as day to most INFJ individuals. These people all mess with the sense of security that an INFJ-type individual has. Whether it stems from body image concerns or actual full-fledged threats, there are plenty of valid reasons why an INFJ may feel unsafe or exposed on a platform like Tinder. This is primarily because many people on the app do not articulate their true feelings, and they only look for a good time. However, INFJ-type individuals are the exact opposite of this. They want a meaningful and deep connection that will allow them to feel safe. So when the INFJ individuals are faced with some mixed signals, blurred feelings, and undecided individuals who think it's fun or cool to ghost the person they're talking to, they lose their sense of security. This is extremely natural, especially considering the characteristics and nature of the intuitive NI types. However, not many people will be as emotive to understand that. Therefore, the INFJ could often find themselves forced to try their hand at Tinder over and over again. But if there is anything that this video is supposed to teach you, it is that Tinder is not the right platform for an INFJ to look for love in. So even if you want to continue looking for love online despite failure or disappointment, choose another platform. If you're struggling to pick a platform that is suitable for INFJ type individuals, you can check out some of our other videos after watching this one. Number 7. Tinder can increase screen time and decrease creativity. Whether you're on Tinder, Bumble, Hinge, or literally any other app that allows you to meet individuals, there is one common denominator here. Scrolling online is fun, but swiping left and right on people is even more fun. This is because it serves to some sort of egoistic need that all human beings need to feel deep down. When this is satiated, the individual feels better, and Tinder is full of dozens, if not hundreds of people you could swipe on. However, spending your time scrolling on Tinder has two very dire consequences, especially for the INFJ individual type. The first dire consequence is that using Tinder increases your screen time, therefore resulting in issues with your mental and physical health. It also cuts you back from your in-person socializing, which you might not be getting a lot of anyway as an INFJ. But in-person, human interaction is necessary to keep you stimulated and active. It also has several other benefits on your mental health, like preventing depression. However, resorting to Tinder for some company destroys the purpose of that. In turn, spending that much time on your phone also decreases your productivity levels, setting you back on work and school lives. For example, you might forget to cook or find out that you are too stressed out from your Tinder activities to focus on your finals. No matter what form it comes in, Tinder is the enemy of INFJ productivity. Number 8. Tinder might lead you to make unhealthy decisions. When you're in the flirting phase with a potential significant other, chances are that you will feel extremely prone to give up control and do what they ask of you. This often results in unhealthy decisions and relationship boundaries that can cause some severe trauma for the INFJ type. Especially the unverified and untrustworthy looking accounts can try and pressure INFJ type individuals into doing things they're not comfortable with. The scary thing about this is that if the individual does these uncomfortable things for way too long, they will fall into a habit of continuity. This can often result in abnormal behavior and unhealthy actions in the long run, which just further proves that Tinder is a dark place for the INFJ. And that marks the end of our video. Which one of these proven ways resonated with you the most? Share them with our community in the comments section down below. If you enjoyed watching this, then be sure to let us know by giving us a thumbs up. Want to be the first to know when we have a new video? Then turn on the bell and be notified every time we upload one. Finally, if you're looking for something to binge on, you can click on the video that's currently on your screen. We'll see you in the next video.